I can't wait till I get you on the floor. Good looking. Oh, wow. He knows suit and tie.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
We went any further than that. I don't know if I could have stayed with you, but I also didn't know that was the tune you were queuing up. Didn't sound like it to me, but.
Well, it kind of starts with that like slow pace part, you know.
Sure.
Just listen to that song the other day. Good. It's a good song, man.
Yeah. What's it called? Suit and Tie?
Suit and Tie, yeah.
Okay.
Justin Timberlake featuring Jay-Z. Two great people.
I will say, like, that is a little song phrase that does pop in my head every once in a while. You know, just him doing the, I can't wait till I get you.
That was so big when it came out. Like a massive song.
How old is it? Is it like a 2000 song? Or?
It's like 2010 or 11, I think.
Is that after Just in Time? Or no? Sorry. In Time. I always say Just in Time because his name's Justin.
That would be really funny if the movie was like, and his character was named Just in Time.
God.
Is it it's right around the same time as In Time? Because that came out when we were in like 7th grade, I want to say. Or maybe you were in 8th grade.
By the way, it's Connor's birthday. Your birthday's around this time too, right? Did it happen already?
Connor's birthday's today.
Yes.
Mine is on the 22nd.
Oh, okay.
So coming up soon. Yeah.
What else is on the 22nd? Something else.
Mandalorian and Grogu comes out.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so I know where you're going to be.
I have tickets to go see it at 2 p.m.
Nice.
on that day.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to go to Burger King and get a Grogu meal?
I kind of want to just for the shits and giggles of it all.
I saw it and almost ordered one yesterday, and I was like, nope, I wanted an actual meal right now, not Burger King. So.
Not a joke meal for putting in my body and fueling my day. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. But like the Mandalorian little, cardboard burger box.
Yeah.
Maybe I need that.
Hey, they're limited. That's what I saw. They're limited, so I don't know.
Gotta go. Maybe tonight.
The last time I feel like I really bought into one of those like, ooh, get a limited item from a fast food place was when Taco Bell. I just like moved to LA and I was like, oh my God, it's so cool. The Taco Bell here is like actually doing the promotional stuff because like they don't do that.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of nowhere, even though it wasn't even in the middle of nowhere, but it was their like Taco Bell, like cinnamon cereal they were putting out. So you could order the cereal like exclusively on Uber Eats. So I had a box of Taco Bell cereal for the longest time.
Nice. I don't even think I heard about that promotion.
I think I ate it like, what? I don't know if I'm sorry, we're going off on tangents.
No, I don't care.
You want to get your basketball game, but did I ever tell you like my the roommates in that house like were like, hey, if we don't pay the electricity bill, that means the landlord's not providing us electricity and we don't have to pay rent, like legally. Like that was their little stupid plot not to pay rent. So our electricity went out and they couldn't reconnect it for a week. So I was
I do remember that.
Yeah. I was like truly, that was the most I've ever lost my mind. Like sitting in darkness for like a week and not like leaving the house much.
Yeah.
And I ate the cereal during that.
Oh, that's a dark time for you.
Yeah, no. Also, all right. Just
stuff with those roommates.
Yeah, they're just a mess.
Yeah, they were crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, maybe I will go get a Grogu meal later today. But I'm excited for the movie.
Yeah,
I have very tempered expectations for it. Like I'm not thinking it's going to be incredible or really even a real movie. But it will be like a TV movie.
Yeah.
A streaming thing with a bunch of bland colors and CGI, and maybe it'll still be fun.
They're doing The Boys season finale in theaters, kind of like that.
Oh, really? They are?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I genuinely, I mean, we've probably talked about this like a million times now, but I do think it's actually like they were like, well, we have like a 3-episode arc we want to do. We could put it out as like a special mini season or something, or we could just put it in theaters and like edit it into a movie. And I think that's what's happening. But
man, yeah, that feels kind of gross. Feels like a cash grab situation
for sure.
There. But I guess that's difficult too, because if you do like want to take your TV project and make it like a movie project with something like The Mandalorian, like what would the real feel of the difference be other than like different creatives working on it?
Yeah, I mean, just like a bigger, I mean, the Mandalorian feels like a TV show in a way that I think actually really works for it in the first 2 seasons at least, where it, I mean, that was the first like live action Star Wars TV. And so it was like, oh, okay, like this is a smaller scale thing. Like, so then kind of like ramping it back up to a movie. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I don't know. Looks like there's fun action and stuff in the trailers and everything.
Embo, who we saw today also.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, being pretty cool.
Actually, the coolest I've seen him.
And the coolest of all the bounty hunters that were there, for sure.
Yes.
Well, let's get into it then. Today, we are continuing our journey through season 5 of the Clone Wars, and we watched 3 episodes. We skipped 4. Sorry, everyone.
You could have said nothing, and no one would have known.
Well, I mean, I feel like we probably have like 5 or 6 hardcore listeners that do pay attention to all that kind of stuff. And
you think they would have caught we skipped those droid episodes?
Probably. I know we're going to get crazy comments. What about the Sunny Day in the Void? Give me Sunny Day in the Void. I want Corporal Gleepo or whoever.
I love that title, actually. Sunny Day in the Void.
It's a good episode name for sure.
Yeah. For
a very boring episode. So we skipped that and we got to the good stuff of Darth Maul and everything. But I did watch those 4 episodes, the droid ones, just to make sure they really were skippable. And they are. They really are. And the only thing, I'll just talk about the one cool thing from them real quick, is in the 3rd episode, they run into the droids are on kind of stranded on this planet and they need to get back, and it's R2-D2 and some random droids, and then also this little guy, this little green alien guy that's like this big, like 8 inches tall or whatever, but he's like a corporal, and he's like, yes, and droids can only think with their programming, and I can adapt and all this and whatever. And he learns to be nice and whatever.
We've been there with the droids before. That plot line.
Yes, absolutely. And in this 3rd episode, they're in some random town on the Void planet, and they run into a clone who has amnesia and is working as a cook and dishwasher in a diner.
He's amnesia.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know he's a clone even?
No, but they come to him and they're like, this guy's like a corporal in the Republic or whatever. So he's like, what are you doing, trooper? Like, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, what? And then whatever. The guy who hired him in the diner has been like hiding his clone trooper equipment and stuff.
God.
He pretty quickly remembers like he was in a big battle where he was the only survivor or something like that. But his name's Gregor. He's part of the clone commando squad. And so he does have some awesome armor and weapons. And there's one scene where they have to get onto this shuttle that is being guarded by a bunch of battle droids and stuff. And it's just one like special forces clone going off against like, 50 super battle droids and stuff. And that's like a really fun action sequence. And he does end up sacrificing himself for a bunch of droids.
Oh.
So he dies there, but, some cool like little video game shout out to the Republic Commandos game, because he's got the armor from that and he's got the gun from that, and Yeah, he looks cool and does some cool action, but that's really the only thing worth mentioning from those.
Funny, they were wanting to use like another clone situation where they, are not part of the Republic anymore, really, and then just put it in a little droid episode.
Yeah, it's pretty random, but it's a little bit of like a Jason Bourne thing where he's like, wait, I'm remembering all my elite moves and things that I was trained for and everything. And, it's like, I could never forget hating clankers.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's just get into the fun stuff. So these are like some of the, if not the best episodes of the show so far, I would say.
Oh, you like these ones?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I do. Well, especially the third one is maybe the best episode of the show so far.
Yes, the first also is like phenomenal though.
Yeah.
I really like just Death's Watch and the Maul Bros just taking down everything and just moving forward no matter what.
Super fun. Yeah, I mean, I'll just get out of the way, and we touched on it before recording. My only complaint of this is not even really a complaint of the episodes, but just that it's very fast paced. All three of these, like, it's just plot, like tons of stuff happening, which is, I would rather it be that than like slow and boring. But when we've just had 8 episodes of younglings and droids, it's like, really, this couldn't have been like 5 or 6 episodes of this arc and like let it breathe a little bit. Like that would be nice.
As like they're getting all of the underworld organizations on their side, and like that sequence really starts to pick up in speed before they hit the rock in the road with Jabba. Like I was like, whoa. It did feel like a little disorienting how quickly we were moving with that, because that felt like something that was going to be the rest of the plot for the season, like getting the underworld groups on your side.
Totally. And it was just like, no, that's just going to be one episode where that's the only focus. Like there was no like B story in that episode at all. It was just that.
Yeah.
Which
great stuff, though.
It was awesome. Yeah. So the first episode of the arc is, like you said, Death Watch finds Maul and Savage like close to death. Pre Vizsla's like a little bit stupid, I think.
So dumb. As he's saying all that stuff in the beginning, I'm like, dude, totally gonna betray you.
Yeah. And even right away, they're like, should we just kill them and leave them? He's like, no, they might be helpful to us.
Anyone who hates Jedi is a friend of mine. Terrible, like life. Like way to live your life in the ruthless, cold galaxy.
Yeah, seriously. The Jedi could actually be pretty helpful for you if you were just nice. Yeah. But I guess they're not going to be nice. They want to reinstate the greatness of the Mandalorian warrior.
Hey, Bo-Katan, by the way. What? Crazy for me to see.
Yeah.
That was very shocking, actually. That was one of the most shocking things about these episodes. I was like, she came before the Mandalorian show?
Yep. She's all the way back here.
Just weird because I've seen the actress and then I see the Clone Wars character after.
Right.
And I'm like, she looks like the character, which I know isn't strange, but like...
No, but it is like a true one-to-one. I mean, Saw Gerrera looks nothing like what he does in live action later.
Oh, seeing The Mandalorian?
No.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I often forget how many characters are like from Clone Wars that have like a decades-long lifespan in Star Wars ethos,
I know. I was like, wow, I didn't realize I'm a Bo-Katan fan now. Very cool character. I liked her a lot here.
Yeah, I like her too. She doesn't get like a ton of development, but when the switch flips, she's really cool.
And again, kind of said it, but the smartest of the bunch there, who's immediately like, should we like take them out right here?
Yeah.
It's like, wow. Can you imagine if he was like, yeah.
I mean, they're both like an inch from death right there. They could have killed both of them. Like, and no, they don't. So I guess, yeah.
Well, that would have been a better story if they killed them right then.
Yeah, exactly. I do love, like, Sam Witwer as Maul is so good, though. His voice acting is incredible in these, and I love when like him and Savage are kind of like plotting, and Savage like wakes back up and he's like, "Are we prisoners?" No, allies
Yeah.
for now. And all that. It's, you know, it's very like mustache twirling villain type stuff, but I mean, it's really good.
He is great, and I feel like he fits that role well. And Star Wars kind of didn't have someone like a ground player doing that stuff. So I love watching him navigate like that through these episodes. And also, Maul is so funny, dude. He is a very funny character. He's like a little sassy.
Totally.
And there's a moment too when he's like they're introducing themselves to the Death's Watch, and he's like, the voice acting just made me laugh so much. It's so good. He's like, "I'm Maul, and this is Savage." Like he says it so like, God, he's got a little sass to him, a little something to him.
Mm-hmm. And he's feeling like so confident in all this up until Palpatine shows up. But like,
spoiler.
Yeah, I know.
God, these episodes are crazy, dude.
They're packed. They're packed. like so much happens.
Thinking about him in the beginning though versus the end is wild. Like totally different Maul even.
I mean, he has risen up to like the height of his ego and then has it immediately taken away. Like the second that he is like, I'm the king of my castle now. Like, nope. Brought down to just as low as you were when Savage found you with the spider legs. Like,
crazy.
Yeah. So awesome.
I want to talk about the ending like a ton, but I feel like we'll get there.
Yeah. I mean, I do too. So, but yeah, this first one, they kind of, Maul, I guess his whole plan is like, okay, so there's the Republic and the Separatists, huge factions. Like, I can't really like slot myself into either of those now. So let me just like start a third faction, I guess. And the Mandalorians is kind of already a third faction in the Clone Wars that we've seen earlier. So it's like, well, what if we just kind of combined all the smaller players into one big collective? And man, so they go after the Black Suns, the Pikes, and the Hutts.
By the way, playing Star Wars Outlaws, great practice for these episodes.
Oh, true. Yeah. Those are the three. Well, is Crimson Dawn in that one too? Yeah. So that's kind of what he's in, like Shadow Collective.
Shadow Collective's not in it.
That's new to this, right? That's kind of what that's what he calls this he says that in these episodes, right?
Maybe? I don't recall him like giving themselves a new name.
Yeah, okay. But, well, whatever. I'm pretty sure that, I know. His little team up of all these groups is Shadow Collective, which makes sense.
It really made me think, like, if we did have interplanetary societies and space commerce and stuff like that, and space was that big and that populated, like, underworld organizations like that would be a fucking plague, dude. They'd be a nightmare. Yeah. And they'd be, like, entities into it of themselves and, like, autonomous, basically.
Which I feel like throughout all of Star Wars, at the very least, the Hutts have managed to really, you feel their presence in like everything.
Yeah.
And then through Clone Wars, I guess like Hondo Ohnaka's group and stuff has kind of been another player in there. But I think this is our intro to the Black Sun and the Pikes as far as Clone Wars goes. I mean, we've seen the Black Sun way back in Shadows of the Empire with Shizor and stuff.
Yeah. I was thinking it's kind of a little bit of a Black Sun outro for a lot of them here.
Oh my God. Yeah. So, that's like a moment I wanted to make sure we touched on. When they come to the Black Sun, they're all like, hey, you can, it's very much a mirror of like Luke going to Jabba, but like the evil version of that. And they're just saying like pretty much profit or die. Yeah. Like,
also, like, we're not mercenaries. You can't just hire us for like a war.
Yeah. And they're like, well, let's see if that's actually true. And Savage just freaking lightsaber throws, cutting all their heads off at once.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Cool. I mean, I'd be traumatized for the rest of my life. I would never again sit at like a conference style table like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then what's his name? Like Citron Vizago or whatever, the beefy guy who's like when they're like, it looks like the decision now falls to you.
Oh.
The only reason I even have an inkling of that name, which is probably wrong, is because he has a swoop card. But
Gotcha. He made a little funny decision there too. Because I was thinking if I was in his shoes right then and there, I'm going, yes, whatever you want. Like, absolutely, I'll do whatever you want. You can have anything. Rest assured, I will not be a problem.
Yeah.
But he was a little funny with it. He was like, after careful consideration.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, all your friends just died.
I know. I mean, he wasn't even like really scared of that. It's just like, yeah, that's true.
Just some like Star Wars comedy, because obviously it's still like a cartoon, but that stuff always makes me laugh in a good way.
Yeah. The Pikes capitulate pretty easily. I think they come up to him and are even like, "Hey, we don't want trouble. We're just gonna join up right away."
I love that, dude. I think that's like really made them seem like an intelligent group of fellas there.
Totally, I agree.
We're connected. We have been hearing things. Yeah, we don't want to resist at all. We're on board with this.
Because I feel like Maul, Savage, and Death Watch combined could really do damage to any, like, I mean, I guess that's what we see happen. Pretty much any group other than the two main factions of the war, they could take down and absorb on their own. And it always, like, they don't explore it a crazy amount here. I guess Bo-Katan a little bit is like our exploration of this, but like that thing that happens in real life too, where like, some army comes in, kills the leaders, and now all the soldiers of that army are expected to like follow the new leader and stuff. And there is a level of like, okay, I don't want to die. Like, I will do what you say, but you probably still hate those people and are like trying to plot against them and everything. And it's like a very uneasy alliance or it's built upon like a foundation of fear and just like the threat of power. So it's like, okay, well, if you let that slip for a second, like they will all revolt against you.
Yeah, man, that was like a really interesting choice they made, and I'm glad they did it when like the Death Watch like splits up into people who like follow that ideology to its core, and like Bo-Katan and her group who left. But later on, there's one guy who stayed with like Maul's Death Watch, and maybe he had it before, but I thought he just added it because he's like part of Maul's group now. Like the little head spikes on his helmet. Did he have those before, or did he just add those?
No, I think that's added. Yeah.
And I was like, man, that is so interesting to me because...
Wait, is it?
But if it was, I was like, look, that says a lot about that character and like their ideology and maybe like the reason they stayed and what they thought, because like, Death's Watch, the culture of it is as he said, like the strongest survive, like warrior mindset. So a lot of those guys, most of them probably really buy into that. And
totally.
And even if that guy did get killed, they're probably like, wow, like Maul is impressive still.
Well, yeah, and if you watch him, take out Pre Vizsla in single combat, and like according to their traditions, he is the rightful owner of the Darksaber and stuff, which we don't really know too much about all that yet, but that is kind of like a thing handed down from like you have to kill the owner of it to get it and everything.
Dude, when Maul gets his hands on it and you see like the little, I don't even know, like black refractions in it, just like such a clean shot of him. I love that.
And then and man, there's so much good camera stuff in this one too. I mean, we're definitely jumping ahead, but when he is going off against Obi-Wan, just speaking, and he's like holding Satine up in the air and choking her and talking to him. It's like this low angle of his chin and like this big like tilted angle, and it's just like very evil and just very powerful. And also I love him and Obi-Wan's conversation there about how he's like, your ideologies make you weak, and he's like, no, only strong people can resist the temptation of the dark side. That's what makes me strong. And
Obi-Wan seems like so unbothered there for the long. I was like, yes, man, keep that up. Don't let Maul see that like he's got you in one corner here.
But he got him.
No, yeah, I know. But it was still great, and I feel like I feel like all that stuff that I'm like, you read between the lines is intentional, and they telegraph it with like the character models now. And I love it, dude. I think they're doing a great job.
Yeah, there's like acting going on. Like, yeah, it's really cool.
Also, you reminded me of a shot that I loved so much during the Darth Maul's duel with Pre Vizsla. At one point, Maul knocks him down, and this shot like made me a little scared for Pre Vizsla because it almost goes like to his perspective on the ground, and it is just him looking up, and you see one of his guys like looking down at him, or one of the guys that's there, and maybe they're just like part of Satine's crew, but like looking down, and he just looks so scary from that perspective. I don't know what it was, like just a quick shot of that dude just like watching Pre Vizsla about to be slaughtered, and I was like, man, this is so dark.
I know, and like he's having that realization of like all these guys will actually turn against me like the second I have shown that I'm weaker than this other guy.
And I got the sense
I have no real loyalty.
Yeah, once he was on the floor like that, I was like, it's over for me. Like I'm clearly outmatched here. I'm gonna die.
I mean, he put up a pretty good fight though. That fight is awesome. The whole thing. I mean, it's truly like what you want to see of like a Mandalorian versus a Force user. Like, I mean, it's a little fan servicey, but like, come on.
It was sick. I love seeing the it's called the Darksaber, right?
Yeah.
The Darksaber just like swinging through the air. It looks so cool.
Because Pre Vizsla honestly was coming across as kind of lame to me for a little while in the first episode, especially. Just the way he's talking and how stupid he is to like let Maul and Savage like trape around and do what they want here. And you know, there's the element of like, oh, I'm gonna let them think that they're in charge, and then you know we have enough people to like turn against them and everything, and like I guess they do, but
his little reveal though of like, I'm actually not gonna work with you any further though was terribly done, like on his part. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like, okay, then kill them right then. Like,
I know, put them in a jail cell that they like. You know that they have the Force and can break the jail cell immediately. Like, let's go for a walk. Like, security was horrible for them.
And one guy for Savage and Darth Maul.
I know. Why? Yeah, truly, that was the moment where I was like, okay, why are they still alive? Like, what? Like, at least you should have tried to kill them right then.
Yeah.
But, like, whatever. But in the first episode, they go to the hut. They go to Jabba's palace. Pretty awesome when they're trying to get info from the one hut, and they're like, so all you can tell me is that Jabba the Hutt is at Jabba the Hutt's palace.
Yes.
Yeah, that was great.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, Maul is so funny. Really, these 3 episodes elevated him so much in my head. I'm like, man, okay. It was all, not that I didn't enjoy like the foundation of setting him up and everything, but like it really is paying off now. Like,
well, he's like turned into a full character now, not just like a cool design and like a cool fighter. Like,
I love characters that are just propelled by their hate and like revenge. I think that's such an awesome like motivator in stories.
Yeah, and he's like truly let it completely consume his life. Like he has no other goals. And it's pretty awesome.
When Obi-Wan's like trying to, say like, oh, you're weak because of this, blah, blah, blah at the end. And Maul's just like, you like dare try and say like what you think of me? I've thought of you, like nothing but you. So don't even like, so good, dude.
Oh, I know. Nothing but you. yeah. Man, he does a great job. And, okay, so yeah, they come to like that hut council. All the bounty hunters like come up from behind the desk. They have a big fight with, Latz Razzie and Embo and Dengar and some other people are all there.
Dengar gets thrown immediately by Maul.
And they have like other random just like hut soldiers around that come in. And that we actually do see Pre Vizsla go off with the Darksaber there, and he kills like 8 people that are coming at him. And that I was like, okay, I have respect for Pre Vizsla again now.
Yeah, he was cool in these episodes. He was also like much more character in these episodes, though.
Yes.
I feel like these episodes versus the other ones, They didn't give him much. Like, I didn't have a good sense of who he was.
No, he's just like a, and I guess that's like in those it's just like we want to restore Mandalore to its former glory, but here we actually see like his personal desires and things like that, and yeah.
And Maul's like little tactic of using paid agitators with like the gang group type thing, really smart and like
Yeah.
not something I thought I'd see Star Wars doing. Like, oh.
No, I know. I mean, the whole thing is very like it's on a simple level, but just the idea of like, oh well, we will use like these pirates or these gangsters to sort of fabricate violence and then have like a a staged like rescue to show that like, oh, we are actually the only ones able to like protect you from yourselves and everything. Like what other Cartoon Network show is getting into those kind of like themes and topics and things? Like,
dude, I know exactly. I was like, this would make me as a kid think like, oh, couldn't like the governments just do that? And then how do you stop that then?
how do we know that anything's real?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
And our little kids that Ahsoka taught about corruption are all grown up, and they come back in these.
Were they in this?
Yeah, they help rescue Satine from the prison.
Oh my God, I was wondering who they were. Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was like, this random kid, like the blonde kid talking to Satine.
They look a lot older, and I
Yeah.
feel like not that much time has passed, but they look like 10 years older.
Yeah, they're like alien biology ages them differently.
I don't know, Mandalorian, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maul DeLorean when he takes over. That's what they call it, right? They say at the end.
yeah, Maul.
This is Maul DeLorean now.
Yeah. And then Michael J. Fox shows up.
Yeah.
Whoa! Look, there's some kind of Maul DeLorean.
Whoa. Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the DeLorean.
Yeah.
From the
Back to
the Future movies. Yeah.
No, that was a Wild West movie.
The third one. Yeah.
No, that was a future movie, not a Back to the Future movie. Well, okay, never mind.
Well, the second one's.
I've only seen the second and third. No, I'm kidding. I've seen them all.
That would be crazy.
Just watching the third. Well, I guess both those would also be insane, but just watching the third would be absolutely diabolical.
Yeah, very strange. I get it's not impossible though if it was just like on TV or something and you just turned it on.
That's how I saw the third at a hotel on TV. Yeah,
I've never seen the third one. But
more romance than cowboy,
Oh, really? I know like there's a romance with Doc.
Yeah, is it okay? In my head, it was Marty, but like maybe it is with him. Yeah,
I think he ends up staying in the Wild West time to like raise his family and stuff with the woman.
Yeah,
I've never seen it, but
she's like a teacher or something.
Yeah,
like, yeah.
Yep. There was this. This will be quick, but the Angry Video Game Nerd. And his channel, like Cinemassacre, he just had like a lot of videos about movies and stuff as well.
Okay,
that was not the Angry Video Game Nerd character. It was just him like reviewing movies. When I was in middle school, that was like my way into like so much movie stuff that like I watched like all of his videos and like got me really into horror movies at the time, because every October he would do a Monster Madness with a different theme, and then it would be like, big slasher franchises or all the Godzilla movies or stuff like that. And so through that is what got me into like, Halloween and The Thing and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, a lot of movies that I have not seen, I still know like the whole plot of because of him. And Back to the Future 3 is one of those. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever watched like his movie reviews, but I watched a ton of like his like video game and like
I
Super
used to
Nintendo.
watch so much Angry Video Game Nerd stuff. My God, there's like I mean, it's obviously just like that nostalgia or whatever, but there's like such an atmosphere in my mind of like me at 12 years old on the home computer and the kind of things I watched at that time,
Mm-hmm.
like Family Guy on Hulu and that are like the main things. And a lot of YouTube, but like Uber Hacks or Nova. Did you ever watch him?
No.
It's like a video game YouTuber, a Let's Play guy. Back in that time when it was the meta was like posting like a 10-minute video every day, like part one of this, and then it would have like 70 parts and each like 10-minute videos playing through a game.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't do that anymore.
No, especially the video game like streamer type has. I guess it's because it's streaming now more so than anything, like reclipping and uploading.
Let's Plays aren't really like a thing like that anymore.
PewDiePie ruined them, saying the N word.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch Shadow of Israfel back in the day?
No,
you weren't a Minecraft guy though.
No, yeah, I just got into that like a few years ago. I was more like watching. I watched like Indie Mogul. You ever watch those guys?
Yeah,
I watched them. I did watch a bunch of Angry Video Game Nerd because I found him. I found him through movie stuff actually, but not his movie stuff. It's because I watched whichever Nightmare on Elm Street has the Power Glove reference in it, and I was like, oh, I know they're referencing something, but like I don't know exactly what it is, so I want to go look it up. And I think I found his Power Glove.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Which is the first one of his I watched, and then like I would watch like Filthy Frank stuff.
Yeah.
Smosh stuff, like
Same.
Like kid crude content, and then just actually crude content, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, and Derek Comedy. I used to watch a ton of Derek Comedy.
Oh yeah. I used to really like them a lot. I still go see Dominic Dierkes perform with Gaberson, Ben Rogers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that he's part of Derek Comedy. Yeah. Oh, we were talking about this recently even.
He's a really funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
Really funny. Like seeing him do improv, I'm like, this is funnier than any of the Derek Comedy stuff, which is not a super uncommon experience. I feel like to see like people who make sketches and then see them do improv, and it's like, wow, you're even funnier than I thought, because writing is obviously very hard, and like writing a funny movie or a funny sketch that actually makes you laugh out loud is a lot harder than getting an out loud laugh from improv, I think.
Dude, yeah, I love, improv and humor and comedy, obviously, but I will hardly ever check out movies that like call themselves a comedy or like anything like that, because I don't know, I guess I'm very judgmental of it, and I'll be bored very easily if I'm not like finding humor in something that's intentionally supposed to be funny.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, it sucks when it's like trying to be funny and it's not.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of bad comedy movies, and the comedy is way less common nowadays, I feel like, in general.
But I love improv, and I feel like it's when people do it well, I'm like, you're the most impressive person in the world for being able to do that.
Yeah. I just watched Send Help last night. Did you see that?
Is that the one? There's the scene where like she's gonna chop his balls off.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie. I've seen a bunch of clips of it.
It was quite good.
That scene looks really good.
That scene was great, and it is a comedy in its way. Not the entire time, but it definitely has like lots of intentionally funny moments, and it generally really works. It's like actually pretty funny.
I was thinking of watching it because maybe you saw it on Disney Plus. Yeah. I guess they just got it. I was going to Clone Wars and I saw it.
Mm-hmm. I missed it at the theater, and I was like, man, I wanted to see that when it was out. I liked it.
Was it very Raimi? Was he doing all those cool horror shots and whatnot in it?
Sometimes. Definitely a little more subdued than, Evil Dead or something like that, or even Drag Me to Hell. It's like more kind of standard stylistically than that.
Oh, he did Drag Me to Hell?
Mm-hmm.
Don't like that one. Okay.
But it was also in 3D in theaters, so there's a lot of stuff like flying at the screen, like blood and mucus and stuff like that. Like
wow.
Teeth and things like flying at the screen.
Damn.
That looks pretty corny on the streaming at home, but there's like some shitty CGI in the movie overall, and like it's a modern movie. It kind of looks like shit, but like it's good. It's a good movie.
It looked like, and I'm gonna butcher the title, like Death Triangle something,
Triangle of Sadness.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually like that, but like a horror version of it.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of similarities to it but the main thing is more just the dynamic of like, he's like a big asshole boss to her. Then they find themselves in this situation where she actually knows a lot about how to survive on an island and he knows nothing.
Yeah, do they justify that, by the way? Or they're like, oh, she knows this because like she was part of this program or something?
She's like obsessed with Survivor.
Oh, okay.
And I think it works.
That's fun enough, yeah.
They show at the beginning that she's like, her entire life like read all these books on like how to survive and wants to get on Survivor and stuff. And so when she's there, she's like, oh, this is my big opportunity.
Oh, okay, nice.
And there's some twists and things that I won't reveal, but that's kind of the main thing they're playing with, is like the reversal of the power dynamic, and like, is he gonna learn from anything, or will he just forever be an asshole?
Yeah, I am gonna check it out at some point.
It's good. Better than I thought it would be. I wanted to watch it because I just generally like Sam Raimi movies, and it looked okay to me, but I wasn't expecting it to be like, it was better than I expected.
That's good.
Not like the greatest movie ever or anything, but like very fun, very watchable.
Also, was just on like the cusp of like, should I go see it in theaters for me too? So I kind of wanted to though, but I feel like maybe we talked about going to see it at one point too, then we just didn't. But
yeah, I just missed it. And then like, if you don't go see something in the first like 2 weeks, nowadays it's like, oh well, now there's only like one showing at 10 o'clock.
Yeah. That's why I had to see Hokum. I had to.
Yeah, a little bit of a letdown.
Such a cool like atmosphere for the movie though. Like, I didn't know I was getting into that. What is the other like movie where he's trapped in a hotel room and it's like hell or something, like 1498 or whatever?
Oh, like I've never seen that, but yeah.
I like conceptually so cool, and like I love haunted hotel settings. Like I love a little witch story behind it, and I was like, dude, they got the perfect ingredients here for.
But they didn't get into the witch.
No,
like,
I know.
I love a thing in a movie where it's like, oh yes, and the townspeople all like brutalized her and stuff, and now she's like wants revenge and stuff. They didn't get into that at all.
No, they're saving it for the prequel. We got to learn how he locked her up there.
True. But I love the beginning when the old guy in the wheelchair is like telling the story to the kids, and you get those weird little like wax figures and stuff. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And there were a few like amazing visual moments in the movie, and like the aesthetics of it visually were all really nice, but it just kind of didn't go anywhere interesting.
Yeah, agreed. I think I mentioned to you, but like truly one of the biggest letdowns of the movie is when the whole like chalk ring circle thing. Yeah. I was like, okay, I don't know why we really want this in here so badly, but
I know they bring it up so many times, but it doesn't really matter in a big way at all.
I guess it's like she gave him something else to help save him, so she saved him like more than once.
But, the girl who died.
Yeah, but I was like, why was she even? But whatever. When he like does that. When he's like lined up against the bed and he hops in there, I think that's like a cool moment, and there's like so much cool opportunity for like the night there and what's to come after. But then he just falls asleep and wakes up.
Yeah,
and I was like, dude, what?
Yeah,
are you kidding
me? How did you fall asleep?
Yeah,
like I mean, that's insane.
He's drinking, but still.
No,
yeah.
It's like the scariest thing to ever happen to you in your life. And like,
yeah, you almost.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be aggressive to you.
You're right though, because I mean. You'd almost be sobered up.
Yeah, yeah. You'll be like, your adrenaline would not allow you to go to bed.
Crawl up the dumbwaiter.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
And I love the design of the witch visually. Like, she looks really cool.
She's a little gesture to me. I like that.
Fucking Adam Scott, man. I just don't like him.
I don't think he was bad. Again, like, once he gets in that room... That little portion of the movie, once he's locked in there, really, really good.
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought he was doing well. His character in the beginning also, I don't even think Adam Scott's doing bad. His character is like really dumb though. And
Yeah.
mean and like should get kicked out of there.
Too much of an asshole. Like I get what you're trying to do of like, oh, he's kind of a celebrity and he's kind of a jerk to people, but he's like too much of a jerk. And he's only nice to the woman, and it's very like this weird thing of like, are you just like trying to have sex with her and like everybody else is like trash to you? Like,
and she kept talking to him too. I know she's like a worker there, but she was like asking questions and stuff. Like,
I know she liked him. Like, yeah.
And look, just if I am sitting at a bar, dude, and I meet George Lucas and I'm talking to him, and even if I'm being a jerk to him, if he burns my hand with a spoon,
that's insane.
I'm slapping George Lucas.
Yeah, like, bro.
He's getting hit.
And at the end, the guy's just like, you were really rude.
Yeah, dude,
fuck that guy.
I hate that character as a fucking tool to be like, look, our main character has changed so much. Like, he's nicer to that guy now. And it's like nothing in that journey even connects to that.
No, I know. There were all these little pieces of the movie that did not quite fuse. Like the guy who lives in the woods who like mercy killed his own wife and was on mushrooms all the time. Like that, like the whole sequence where he's like leaving and then coming back into the hotel and then leaving and blah, blah. I'm like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like, I get it. Like the bell ringing is like a pretty cool thing of like, oh, someone's actually up there and then whatever. But like, it just didn't quite work for me.
I would actually point to that moment as like sort of where the movie started really going downhill towards the end. And even like halfway through that moment, because the initial idea of it, I was like, oh, okay, like this is tense.
Yeah.
Like, is he going to hear it? Is he not? Like,
I think he went in and out too many times.
Yeah. Like, it also, the guy's like, I completely glossed over it when I was watching the movie, I guess, which maybe they were just hoping you would. But the fact that he jumped out of the back of that moving van at the speed it was going.
Yeah.
The other dude didn't notice, didn't stop, like, and he just made his way back there in time. It's a little hard for me to believe. But
no, it's crazy. I mean, at least he was like realistically beaten up and limping and stuff.
Yeah.
That seemed like he would probably be about that amount of injured, but anyway.
One last thought about the movie, just because I gotta ask you, because I was thinking about it, and I guess I could have Googled it, but just more a fun thought. So Adam Scott, when the hotel's on the fire at the end, and he goes down that little freight elevator thing, or the dumbwaiter thing, and he's in the basement. If the fire like kept going, could he not have just stayed down there? Like, it was stone. So it would have not gotten too hot, presumably, right?
Yeah, and it's also the basement, so it seems like the smoke would not be as big of a deal down there, and I don't know. I mean, yeah, there was like a whole little bit of like, oh, I'm seeing like the secret fire exit on the map and whatever. I don't know. It was...
Sealed it up. The witch is down there.
Yeah, I know, but then what was the deal with the fire? I don't know. He just burned down the whole hotel for some reason.
Yeah, you know what else I missed? Because I heard it said, but it was like kind of a frantic line. So I was like, oh, I know you just gave the reason, but I didn't hear the words, actually. Why did the hotel worker kill the girl again who worked there?
Because he got her pregnant, and she wanted to keep the baby, and he was married, so it was gonna like blow up his whole life. And she was like, I told him I wouldn't tell anyone, and I would just keep the baby as mine, and no one would have to know he was the father. But he...
Dude, how did I miss that? Okay, well,
it was just all on her little... when she took his recording device and did like a massive monologue that he played over like 4 different times across the movie. Like, she recorded like 20 minutes of stuff on the recording before she died.
You would too.
Yeah, I guess that's not super unbelievable if she's just sitting there waiting to get killed. But
I did in my head have like a scarier vision of what her death was before he actually went down there, because I thought they just sealed off the whole thing, and so she was just in that little box and died in that little box.
Yeah. I guess the witch put her back in the box? I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Or I guess, crawl to the little spot to die. I don't know, furthest away from the noises you heard.
Yeah, true.
All right, so I don't mean to. We gotta get back to this. You got basketball.
No, it's all good. You probably won't start till like 5:08, 5:10ish. So, okay. So, what were we talking about? Maul and Pre Vizsla. They set up these fake attacks. And the people are very fickle. The people of Mandalore, because they're cool. They fuck with Pre Vizsla, but then as soon as Pre Vizsla gets killed and the Prime Minister guy comes out, they're all like, "Okay, yeah, no, we what you say we're good with too."
To their credit, I feel like I did see some people in the crowd that looked like, "What is going on?"
Yeah,
like a little confused.
True. That is true.
What a whirlwind of a time Mandalore's having.
Seriously,
dude.
when the Black Sun shows up at like that little statue park, they just start like executing civilians.
Yeah.
Like, right. I mean, there's like a woman who gets shot in the back running away.
I don't know if it was like the animation for those aliens too, but it looked like they're just like half-assing it too. But they're killing people.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
I'm playing the role.
Another day.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Also, Savage and Pre Vizsla doing their little fake battle. Just like running out is also super funny. Like, just imagining Savage actually having a good time, you know?
Yeah, totally. And I was like, man, in season 1, this was kind of how the real fights looked. But they've really upped their game.
We're not there anymore.
And Savage has to like play his little role. I was wondering if his ego was going to get checked there while he's like just being put out in front of everyone as one of the prisoners, and like, these 3 people represent the heads of the thing. And
yeah. Dude, he like almost knocked the woman completely off the ledge there when he's like, playing his role. So brutal.
I know. I thought she was just gonna die for a second. But,
me too.
Yeah, I think it's cool how also like he's referring to him as apprentice the whole time until like right until they sorry, I lost my train of thought, but right when Palpatine kills him, then he goes like, "Brother!"
Yeah. Man, what do you think Maul thought the endgame of him and Savage was? Because for Siths, with the 2, it does seem to usually end one way.
Yeah, I think that maybe he thought they could be powerful enough to kill Sidious and Dooku. Like, that might be how big his ego was getting there. But probably not yet. I think he thought he would have more time to like get a little more powerful before trying to take them on.
When you take over an entire planet, that was in Palpatine's plans, probably. You're gonna be on his radar after that.
That's so good too. The way they just have like a quick shot of Palpatine in his office, like looking out the window, just like feeling it in the Force or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Masamita comes up and he's like, "Prepare my ship." I'm like, holy fuck! Like, dude, we've never seen Palpatine do anything but
this is the perfect opportunity for it, and I love that so much. I was like, yeah, this is absolutely something Palpatine like could not have calculated for. No. Maul surviving is like pretty crazy. Like, that's a crazy revelation to come after all those years. So now he's back on the board and he's messing up things. Yeah, Darth Sidious has to go take care of that.
Totally, and you don't want to entrust Dooku to that. Like, you need to do that yourself, because there's the whole aspect of like, oh, I was just the replacement for Maul. Oh, does that mean I'm like super replaceable and myself and like whatever? So you just want to like nip that in the bud without involving anyone else.
And I don't know if it would have happened, but Darth Maul and Savage versus Dooku maybe could have taken him out there.
Yeah.
I think still the odds are a little bit against him, though, to be honest.
Yeah. Maul is obviously way better than Savage at fighting, but Dooku versus Maul one-on-one would be an interesting thing.
I feel like Obi-Wan can like stand his ground with Maul a little bit though, and when I've seen like Obi-Wan fight Dooku, like maybe it's because we always see Dooku like wrecking them when the Jedi are fighting him, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I mean, Dooku's like, yeah, pretty incredible duelist for sure.
And casual about it too. I haven't seen
Mm-hmm.
him like have to exert so much effort yet.
And like, speaking of casual, just freaking the way that Sidious is moving in this whole thing is so awesome. Like, we've talked about it before, how he is having so much fun, like playing his role, and how it's really hard for him to like not break character all the time, and just because he wants to just like give in and be this
Giggling.
like, yeah, and just get to show his like evilness, but he also has fun playing his little like, oh my goodness, oh no.
Yeah.
But like, he's just laughing his ass off the entire time here, and this must feel so good for him, where he's like, yeah, there is the side of it of like, oh, I need to take care of this myself. I don't want to involve anyone else because I don't want them to really know what's going on with all this. But there's also the thing of like, finally, like something that I get to actually do myself and like be a part of on a physical level and like fight. Like, when's the last time he had a fight?
Dude, it felt like letting your dog like out in the backyard and they just like do their zoomy laps.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
Like, also, I love the style of which he is fighting. It like reminded me of like drunk kung fu.
Yes.
You know that fighting stuff?
Yep,
Like, it's so cool. And like,
it's very loose and like swinging, and he will like drag the blades through the floor and everything.
He's almost like a fluid moving through them. Like it was great to watch, and it is so fun to watch Savage be like, oh, I can't keep up with this like at all. This is
Maul is like a little bit prepared for what that's going to be like.
Yeah,
Savage has never seen anyone like this before.
The second Maul gets like thrown and tossed to the side, and Palpatine just turns back to Savage, I was like, over,
GG's,
done for. Yeah.
I mean, he's just like playing with him for a little bit there. Savage does the one like straight jut ahead with the doubles, and then he's like holding both of them back and just fucking laughing in his face.
I feel like maybe I'm just like projecting stuff that I want to be in there into these fights, but I feel like I am like seeing all this. Like, to me, I felt like Palpatine like tested him for a second there, like, oh well, I will see how strong he is, and then like it was very quickly like, no, he's not. So I'll just get rid of him. Like,
yep. I think that's in there. I mean, I think that the people who work on this show care about all that stuff enough to like, they're thinking about it when they make the scenes and everything. So I bet you it's in there. Man, but like, it's so incredible, the whole build up to it and everything. Him walking off the ship and just like double choking those guys without even like trying, and then getting to the throne room or whatever that Maul is in, and he's like, you know, like, wow, okay, this is cute. Like, you've been busy. All right. Like,
I'm most impressed that you survived your injuries.
Just like being such an asshole.
It was scary. Honestly, I was scared for them. I was like, ooh, this is like, I don't know what he's going to do here. No. It's crazy to see.
He's about to fuck him up like big time. And then there's like the final fight between him and Maul in front of that mural. Like, I mean, Star Wars does this a couple times where like big dramatic things are happening in front of like a big art piece where it's like, ooh, wow, this makes me feel like it raises the significance of this, because it's showing me like, I think it wants to make you feel like, oh, this is like a moment of history right here.
Yeah.
They do that when he reveals himself to Anakin in Revenge of the Sith. It's in front of like the big mural. And then it also has that feeling of when Anakin's killing Ventress in the original Clone Wars show, and like you get the flashes of like Yoda and Mace Windu and everything. It's just like, oh, this really matters right now.
Yeah, man, great. And I thought, you know, I was like, okay, Palpatine, I don't think he's gonna kill them both, obviously. Like, I didn't think Darth Maul would be going down there, but I was like, okay, Savage, potentially, he's going to say, hey, Darth Maul, prove your loyalty, like, kill Savage.
Yeah.
I thought that's the route I was going to go.
Yeah, it could have. But I love when he's like, Maul fully breaks and is like, please, I will be your apprentice again, please.
That was, it's like, it's great to see that he's got those cracks of like that cave self in there, the desperate. And I imagine amplified now and even worse because he's gotten his taste of freedom again. He's gotten his taste of power again. His taste of revenge, dude.
Yeah. I mean, he got a satisfying moment against Obi-Wan.
The happiest I've ever seen Darth Maul, by the way.
Yeah,
like totally. Sitting on that throne, just leaning back and smiling, like ear to ear.
How about the acting from James Arnold Taylor, who's Obi-Wan's voice actor there too? The way he says Satine when she dies, I was like, oh my goodness, that is very emotional. Like he kind of like whisper screams it a little bit, like shocked, caught in his mouth a little bit, like very powerful.
Her whole death, I think, is very sad, and I like that they gave like a little movie moment there with like Obi-Wan holding her at least, because I think like otherwise it's very brutal and uncomfortable. Like just her being choked out for so long and then getting kind of disemboweled, I guess.
Getting force pulled into the Darksaber. Like, yeah. And
she's just hovering there for so long, and I'm like, I hate watching this. Like,
I know. It's awful. And she literally has done like nothing to Maul at all.
Yeah.
Like he has no reason to hate her or anything, and he probably doesn't. He just doesn't even view her as like, you don't matter at all. You're just a tool for me to get back at Obi-Wan.
Well, he's made an enemy of me, Obi-Wan, and Bo-Katan.
Yeah, which is not something you want to do.
That trio,
Obi-Wan
ruin your life.
I could see you popping on some Mandalorian armor. Obi-Wan looks really good in the undercover red Mandalorian armor too, I think.
Do you think Bo-Katan saw that? She's like, I kind of see what Satine saw in you.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's a handsome guy. Obi-Wan.
Dibs.
Yeah, you're like, bro, I'm on the team now. Pretty good moment when Obi-Wan is like, your sister, or she was your sister, right? It's exactly the same as like Anakin was the father, isn't he? I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm excited to see more Bo-Katan too. Do we get more of her in the Clone Wars, or is she later?
Yeah.
Okay,
for sure. And this, what is Palpatine's plan for Maul here? He's just like electrocuting him,
just laughing as he's doing it too. Yeah, he was so giddy, like with everything he's doing there.
I love to when he's like, what about me? Like I could come back to be your apprentice. And he's like, there can only be two, and you have been replaced.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, sir. Oh man.
Hey, Palpatine's reasonable though. He explains why everything is happening the way it's happening.
Yeah,
it's not like he's keeping him in the dark.
No, you're right. I think Maul gets it, but it's just so exciting to see. I mean, the biggest moment of the whole show so far, I feel like.
It was really crazy, actually. I was like, whoa, what are we doing here? Like,
you don't think they're going to go there.
End.
Yeah. It's like this little coda to the story that's like, oh, wait, for real? Like, we actually get to see Palpatine, like, fight? Like,
I guess kind of awesome in a sense, like, hey, Darth Maul just did all of this to acquire all this power, caused all this pain and bloodshed to these innocent people, really, just to be a flame snuffed out immediately by a bigger power, a greater evil.
Totally.
So
all these things, like all the little machinations that everybody cares about and all the individuals involved in it, Bo-Katan, Pre Vizsla, Satine, Obi-Wan, they all have their own goals and everything, and it's just like, it really actually doesn't matter. All this stuff is like completely futile. And it builds too, because through like named characters, like even the bounty hunters at the beginning, like it's like, oh, Embo and Dengar are here, like people I know.
Yeah.
And it's like, but they are such small potatoes. And then the second that Maul is like, no, I'm big potatoes now. I'm up with the big leagues. Nope. No, you're not.
Yeah.
You're actually not at all.
Pretty humbling, I'm sure.
Yeah. So cool.
Man, that is pretty great. Yeah, look, if you are not part of Palpatine's plan and you're freely, doing whatever you want in the galaxy, you actually probably are part of Palpatine's plan.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I think if he had kept it maybe like one notch lower key than he had, Palpatine might have just not cared enough to do anything.
Yeah, I'm sure he knew he was like out there doing stuff. But again, like taking over a planet, really putting yourself on the radar.
Yeah, and I mean a powerful like military force as well with Death Watch and everything. Like,
yeah, and the entire underworld, I guess, which I assume Palpatine uses for many a thing.
Well, he does. I mean, we saw that he hired Cad Bane earlier to.
Well, exactly, yeah.
With the whole Hunt for Zero debacle.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Man, if only
Noodles.
That's a big player. Oh yeah, when is that big player coming back?
Yeah, come on. We should have watched her get gutted in these. But no, she obviously is in the Jits Whalers.
I wish it was her, not Satine.
Yeah, I mean, same.
And Obi-Wan, no, size noodles.
Powerful stuff, though.
Yeah, great episodes.
I'm trying to think if there's any little good nuggets that we missed.
Pre Vizsla dying, Satine dying, Savage dying. Named character deaths a lot in this arc.
Yeah, back to back to back. That image I showed you of Sidious standing over all the circles of the characters. Who will fall this season?
Oh yeah,
a lot of them actually.
God, is there more coming? That would seem like too much almost. Like that'd be a lot of the cast they built up.
We've only got one arc left in the season, and it's a 4-parter, and it's really good.
Man, Savage though, I will say, very short-lived run in the Clone Wars. Because if you think about it, he gets built up in season 4, but not really used that much. Like he's a threat for a few episodes.
Yeah.
And then we get that Maul intro episode here, which is very cool. Like season 5, him and Maul.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he gets killed here. So didn't really get to do much.
No, I mean, I do love his initial arc though, when he's like replacing Ventress as Dooku's apprentice.
Yeah.
And they have their big moments and stuff.
Yeah,
But you're right. I mean, but I feel like Pre-Vizsla, Maul, and Satine all have had about the same amount of episodes of focus on them, and we barely knew them really. And they're all gone.
I'm gonna rip up my Satine showcase card.
No, bro.
She's gone, dude. Her stupid principles got her killed.
Yeah. We should just capitulate and be violent.
Yeah, maybe we should, okay? Maybe the world isn't lollipops, rainbows, and unicorns.
I mean, her stance on things is a little bit questionable when you are like having civilians get murdered in the streets, and for her to be like, no, we have to just rely on peace.
This was you, wasn't it, Death Watch? Okay, if it was, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, you're still going to probably do nothing.
I was a little frustrated by her this episode, and when the previously disposed, what is her position actually? Like, what's her title?
Duchess.
But what was the guys? Just Prime Minister? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine it's like in England or whatever, where you have a queen and then also the whatever.
The Duke, though.
Yeah.
Well.
But I guess Pre-Vizsla was the Duke for a minute there until now Maul was the Duke.
I don't know, but I liked when the guy in the cell from the previous episodes was like, oh, and look where your values have gotten you now. And I was like, yeah, actually, this is a great point, because like Satine's ideology is like, that's honorable and good and just, but when you are actually like facing external threats, how do you remedy that with that ideology, And then how do you figure out where like, okay, this is an appropriate hit back. What's too much? Like, when do you go too far? Who determines that? That all becomes like very murky and difficult.
Absolutely.
And she just wasn't prepared for that.
No. I think the show in general intentionally or not, has a pretty like nihilistic philosophy towards politics and the ability to make change to large systems of power.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have superpowers like a Jedi,
and even they can't really do it.
No, but they can take action in the moment and stand up to threat.
Yes.
Satine can't defend herself.
Well, Star Wars certainly isn't teaching like change through legislation, you know?
No, but it kind of seems like it wants to sometimes with like the Padme focused episodes and things.
Because that'd be like the proper way to do things, you know?
Right, but even those are met with like this. They always end with like, and actually everything that you just did didn't matter at all. And
they were all corrupt, so any change you made is actually going to be negated.
Right, and there's all these characters who are like, no, I stick to my ideals. Like, I will not bend. I will not, give in to corruption. And
who die.
Yeah, and they either die or, do not achieve their goals or have their loved ones killed. And it's like very much like over and over again. And we know the end result of the Clone Wars and everything. And it's like, yeah, eventually, like 25 years later, Luke comes around and they do make change through a grassroots resistance of rebels and everything. But like, I don't know. It constantly is showing like these people who are like, no, like you have to, because if we give in, then we're no better than the bad guys. And then it's like, yeah, but the bad guys win every time.
Yeah, maybe they feel like they can showcase that more because of the way the original trilogy ends.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, we know the end game is everything sort of being corrected and like the good guys prevailing and like all that working out. But I guess when you're in the middle of like a separate story, basically the Clone Wars, it is kind of they're hitting the nail on the head over and over again of like, hey, being an honorable person doesn't really do that much
matter. Yeah.
Which, to be honest, dude, I was kind of thinking about that the other day, just like in with media in general. Like it very much will like be like, oh, the values of an honorable character, like all those traits and whatnot, are like what you should strive for. And like look at how these characters, they may go through like trial and tribulation, but at the end of the day, because of their mindset and how honorable they are, like things work out for them for the most part usually. And I was like, man, I feel like we get that beat into our heads in media, and like I feel very influenced by like all the stories that I've watched growing up, all the stories that I continue to watch and read, and so I'm like, yeah, I always want to try and like be like that too, I want to like go through my life and feel like an honorable person, sticking to all that. And maybe it's like just me, I was going through a little existential crisis, but I was like, man, but anytime I like do something or go out of my way to be nice for someone, I feel like at best it's met with like ambivalence. And in a lot of cases, like the person will be rude back or something, And it's like, man, or like, when I tried to help that woman who was getting, that got the phone chucked at her head and was bleeding and everything, like, she ended up getting arrested for some reason. And I was like, man, you like trying to help, and that was the victim. And I guess maybe she like handsy with the cops or something because she was freaking out. But like when I was leaving, she was in cuffs. That's like I
know. I mean, and I feel, because I was telling you about when I like called 911 on these people. The second I did it, I was like, wait a minute, but like it's the police, like. But there's no other option either, you know?
You sent the police to someone. Yeah, I get you.
That's all we have, though.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's like, oh, what? Are they just going to, like, kill a random person's dog or something because they, knocked on the wrong door and a dog started barking at them? Like, you could just have caused way more damage than actually helping anything there.
Yeah.
And it's like, but then again, these are the only systems that we have unless you're someone who's like, well, I'm going to take care of it myself, which I am obviously not, and I don't think you should be.
No.
But, I guess that's what I'm saying about like this show in general. It's like sound very silly, but if you were like a Jedi, if you had those sets of abilities, you could be like, actually, I'm going to just handle it myself. I don't need to like call the police or worry about a larger system of power. I, as an individual, have the ability to like make the change and like enforce justice however I want, which is obviously comes with its own bag of bad
because
things.
there's like a power hierarchy there, which is why the Jedi can just roll in and do that.
Exactly. And then at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well, someone like Obi-Wan is a good person, so I'm not worried about him abusing his power or whatever, but they easily could.
But sort of building on what both of us were saying, though, even with good intentions, you can abuse your power.
Yeah, on accident, even. Yeah. And I mean, whatever. They're what is abuse? I mean, that's just a pretty nebulous thing as well. Like, oh, well, it was means to a good end. Okay, well, how far are you willing to like push that line before whatever? Like, even like doing a mind trick on someone or like pushing into Cad Bane's brain extra hard or whatever, like things like that. It's like, okay, well, we know that he's the bad guy and we know that your intentions are good here, but like it's all up to you. There's nobody really checking your power.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, who watches the Jedi?
Yeah, exactly.
Darth Sidious.
Palpatine. Yeah. And then that's not a good option either.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway. A dark note to end the conversation on, but I don't know. It was pretty dark episodes that ended darkly. Everybody died, and it ends on a big zoom out of honestly is the most jarring transition to the credits music ever so far in these episodes. Yeah. He's cackling and electrocuting Maul while he's screaming, and they're just I'm like, uh-oh.
Yay! No. But the bad guy's losing.
Next episode. Well, there's another bad guy, though.
Yeah, the bigger
actually
bad guy.
All bad guys.
We know he loses, though. Eventually.
Yeah, eventually. A lot of people are going to get hurt along the way, though.
Man, what a good run Palpatine has.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Good
he gets to be quite old before he fails.
That's true. Man, he is, like, when we meet him, he's old.
Yeah.
Like, even in these Clone Wars episodes, like the prequels, he's old.
Even in Phantom Menace, he's old, and then like 35, 40 years go by until he dies in Return of the Jedi.
I feel so jealous of him all the time.
He's just like, his plan just totally like worked.
How can I do that for good?
Yeah, I don't know. Be like Luke.
Maybe. But Luke, I feel like he didn't get the double life fun of it, you know?
True.
Luke didn't get to be immersed in a group of people who think he's one thing. He's actually something else.
Yeah. I guess if you need that.
I do.
But, okay. You could get a little satisfaction in just the vibe of like, ooh, it's a Jedi. Like, ooh. You know, they don't know the real Luke, who's just like a chill guy who likes to hang out with his friends and stuff. But, oh, I'm this mysterious, like, dark, hooded figure that, you know.
Like, see the cultural authority that comes with being a Jedi in general?
Well, yeah.
Stripped away of his personality. Still a Jedi? Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
But you hope he's nice. And Luke is nice, so it's okay. But,
could be Plo Koon. He's still a little nice, I'd say. Could be Mace Windu.
Mace Windu is scary to me. Yeah. Mace Windu and Ki-Adi-Mundi are probably the scariest of the Jedi. That they are like, my clones are tools. What? What do you, like, I don't even comprehend why you would have an issue with the way that I deal with them.
Those clones probably felt so good taking out Ki-Adi. They're like, oh, yeah. This guy's done for. Finally. Thank you, Order 66.
I know. Just allow me to. Well, we will, not with Ki-Adi-Mundi specifically, but we definitely get a little more of some clone Order 66 thought processes and stuff in the Clone Wars.
I'm pretty interested in that. I feel like I have a spoiler in my head about that, and I'm like, did they say this? Did I see it somewhere? I don't know. Should I say?
You can say,
So, like, did we talk about like brain chips before, or is that something I've been exposed to and saw? Or because I was just like, I know in my head like the clones switch, and it's not them doing it. You know?
yeah. I mean, it could be some swoo card or some reference to it in something else.
Maybe.
I mean, I won't say anything about it, but
So I know it's not like Rex being like, okay, I'm like evil Rex now, like finally waiting, you know.
which I think makes sense because of how friendly he is with, Ahsoka and Anakin
Yes.
and everything. Like,
Yeah.
it would be weird if he was like, actually, I don't care about you guys at all, and I love killing.
I do hope we get some awesome Order 66. I'm assuming we have to see what happens with Rex and his crew, so.
We do.
Okay, nice. This is awesome.
It is amazing. It is amazing.
Okay, I'm excited for that.
My favorite part of the whole show.
I'm like trying to think of even the moment, like did we see him in the movies?
No, he's not. He is a new character for Clone Wars, so he's not.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't even know where they'd be at the time. Like,
yeah. I don't want to say anything just because it's so good. I just want to let you experience it because
okay, all right. I'm getting somewhere.
it is in the final season, so it'll be a while before we get there because that season didn't come out till like 2019, 2018. But I never thought they would get revived for more episodes again, and I thought it would always just be something that was like, oh, you kind of just have to fill in the gaps on your own. And so it was so exciting, and
Anakin, don't go. Sorry, Rex. I have to. All of a sudden, or 60. Well, I guess they wouldn't go against Anakin. Ahsoka though. Oh, Rex kills Ahsoka. Oh my god, dude! What?
I don't know, man. We'll have to find out.
Dude, I'm getting even sad thinking about that.
Yeah, it would be very sad. I know. Well, we'll have to table it. I can't say anything about it.
They just defeated some big bad guy together. All of a sudden, Rex freaking out, his eyes twitching, turns to Ahsoka. Rex, no! Knocks her off something. Rex! She falls, gets lost somewhere, some other planet. That's how she gets away during all the Order 60. Oh, he's fighting his brain chip so hard that, like, instead of killing her, he throws her off somewhere just to spare her. Is that it?
I'm gonna have no reaction to that one.
Where could he throw her? Like a ship,
So
though?
you're not.
Oh, like an escape. He like pre-programs it. No, that doesn't make. That'd be too hard for him to do.
Look, we'll watch it. We'll watch it. No, I like you predicting. I can't say
Because
yes or no.
I hit it.
anything.
I hit it on the nail on the head.
I mean, all I'll say is you're not 100% correct, but you're not 0% correct either.
Ooh,
So
okay, all right.
somewhere on that scale.
So that's how Ahsoka gets away somehow through that connection. Is what I'm gonna guess. What you just confirmed.
No. Any final thoughts on the eps from today?
No.
Well, we'll finish it off with a happy birthday, Connor.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday, Connor!
My baby don't mess
Oh.
around. That's what I was doing, Steve.
Well, that one goes like 2, 3. So
it isn't there 1.
I don't think so.
Who starts at 2?
In a song.